Hi guys, Megan here, the faithful fibromyalgia warrior. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing really well. You know, it's so crazy how I can have so much to be thankful for, and I am all the time, every day. And yet sometimes I forget how much God is working in my life, even though I see it. I don't. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm explaining this properly. It's kind of like almost like you get used to things being so positive or things going well that you take it for granted. And I definitely don't want to do that. So, since the last video I made, and I know it's been a few weeks, I'm done all of my coursework now. I've submitted my um, level 3 assessment. I had to redo it because I had to find a different subject, a different person to follow. So that's been done. I submitted that today, and in a few days, I'll be able to resubmit all my level 5 work, and then that's it. Then I just got to wait over the next probably 6 to 8 weeks for them to assess and mark everything I've done, which is making me a bit nervous, to be honest. Like, what if it takes them longer? What if I have to redo something else? What if it doesn't go through? What if I don't pass for some reason? All of these things, because that's where my mind goes. Okay, maybe as somebody who deals with anxiety, maybe that's why, but God's in control. So all my schoolwork is done. And now it's me just trying to figuring out, whilst I wait for my certification to come through, what am I going to do with my time? And, you know, one thing I've been doing is every single day, without fail, I've been taking the dogs out for a 2 mile walk, which is great. Um, and then I've been trying to walk more, um, like into town, to the shops, just around near where I live, trying to build up um, endurance, mileage, if you will, because I want to build muscles and strength, and it's good for digestion, it's good for my mental health, it's just good overall, for my overall well-being. So most days I'm walking anywhere from 3 to 5 miles every day without fail. It's crazy to me though that I actually was able to forget that that's still a big thing. I'm like, oh, I'm not walking 10 miles a day. And it's not necessarily all at once, it's broken up throughout the day, which is also fine, right? I'm not training as an endurance athlete. I'm not trying to meet some target or goal other than to walk as much as I can every day, because I know it helps me with my overall energy, with making those really good endorphins and get the serotonin levels up and all those things that help counteract depression and anxiety, which I do deal with. And if I'm not keeping active and busy and occupying my mind and doing productive things with my time and my thoughts, they become negative. So this is great. I get out in nature. I get to go out and I take prayer walks with the dogs. And, you know, a couple of times I've gone out twice in the day with both dogs. Our spaniel needs a bit more exercise. So I'll probably just take him because he can go off his leash. He's got really good recall. The greyhounds, if I let him off a lead, he will not come back. So he only needs one walk a day. The spaniel definitely needs two. But here's the thing. I was all set to do that today. I had to go out into town and get groceries and run some errands. And by the time I got back, the rain that was predicted for the day had started, like heavy rain. I was too wet out. And I was tired. And I felt bad because I only took the dog out once today. But walking him once is better than not at all. And I was like, oh, but I have to do all these things. I have to meet all these goals. Says who? Nobody. And that's when I had to step back and go, you know what? I'm trying to constantly move, do, act, be productive, which is not necessarily bad. But if I happen to stop for some reason, whether it's because I'm actually feeling a bit tired and I need to take a break, or I need to sit down and rest, or whatever it might be, I then let myself feel guilty. That's not what God wants at all. I need to remember that even if all I can do is half a mile, that's amazing, because for 8.5, 9 years, I couldn't. I couldn't walk more than 20 meters. And even then, I needed crutches or a wheelchair or some sort of mobility device. And now I don't. Now, today, because I knew I'd be picking up groceries and a lot of items and a lot of heavy stuff, I took my electric wheelchair. It's got a giant backpack on the back, because I knew I wouldn't be able to walk around with all that extra weight. It was going to cause me to have pain flare in my back. I'm realizing that just because I still maybe can't carry lots of shopping in my hands, or walk long distances with a heavy weight on me, doesn't mean I haven't improved. It doesn't mean God's not working. It doesn't mean I'm not making the right choices and doing the right things. Not at all. But then I had to ask myself, why does it matter, and who am I trying to do this for? Am I trying to get better for me or for someone else? And when I stopped and realized, God, first of all, God loves me whether I am able to walk 2 miles, 10 miles, or not at all. And so my being able to walk has nothing to do with his love for me, which is important. And the other thing I realized is that just because someone on carnivore over a number of years has finally reversed all the last remaining bits of their fibromyalgia pain, all their chronic issues and autoimmune conditions, and they're able to exercise and work out and cross train and run and do sports, that's great. And that is amazing. And I'm so happy for them. But just because that's where they're at right now, and I'm not, doesn't mean I've done carnivore wrong. And it doesn't mean I won't possibly get there someday. But they didn't go from 0 to 60 overnight. They had to do it in steps, in stages, healing, letting God heal their body as they got the inflammatory foods out, as they upped their animal sources of protein and cut out all the crappy stuff. It took them time. And for some reason, I feel like I'm supposed to be able to figure this all out instantly. And that's not the case. I want everything to be sorted like right now, this minute, today. But that isn't life. That's not how God works, right? And that's not how he heals us, typically. And yet, not a moment goes by that I don't feel even just a teeny bit better. Every moment I feel just that little bit better, just that little bit more mental clarity, that little bit more energy, that tiny bit less pain. And it's all part of his overall plan. It's all part of the healing process, which takes time. I spent years putting inflammatory foods and crap in my body. So if I spent almost 9 years eating garbage, right? Gaining weight, getting fat, developing fatty liver, developing an underactive thyroid, developing all sorts of fibromyalgia, secondary issues, and so forth. How can I expect it to just all of a sudden stop right away? It's kind of like when I was pregnant with my youngest son, who's now 20. It took me 9 months to put all the pregnancy weight on, but somehow I thought I would lose all of it the moment he was born. Well, that's not how the body works. It recovers, it heals, it recalculates, it recalibrates, but it takes time. And I guess I just wanted to make this video to share with you guys, like, I'm finally learning to be thrilled and happy, even if all I get is 2 miles of walking in a day. Even if I only get in a 2-mile walk a day because I've got the dogs out, and other things happen, and but maybe I get the vacuuming done, or maybe I get some laundry sorted, or maybe I get some other kinds of errands done around the house. It's all about general mobility and fitness. It all helps, it all counts. And my journey is going to take as long as my journey takes. Sorry, I need to let a dog out of the room. But that doesn't mean that there hasn't been progress, and that doesn't mean God isn't with me. And I say that because sometimes I have to remind myself of this fact, because it's easy for me to go, yeah, but I'm out walking 10 miles every day, and even if I did, I couldn't do it all at once. So I'm not there yet. Doesn't mean I won't be. I didn't think I'd ever be able to sit down and focus on, say, something like schoolwork for any amount of time because I had no concentration. When my fibrofag was at full strength, I couldn't. I could barely focus on books I was reading. And yet I've done all my coursework, all my assessment, all my assignments, just waiting for everything to be graded. And so things can happen. Things do happen, even if it takes time. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Yeah, I hope that's encouraging. Wherever you're at is where you're at for now. And it can improve and it can get better. But the one thing I've had to do, for sure, especially when learning how to deal with my anxiety and my depression, managing and looking after my symptoms, I just know that everything happens at just the right time, according to God's plan, as much as it can sometimes suck to feel like we're stuck and nothing's changing. From my own personal experience, things are changing all the time, even if we can't see it, even if we don't know what's happening. God's working. And I hope that encourages you. It's December 18th, it's Monday. I am planning to have a little bit more uploaded, another video hopefully before the 24th, besides this one. But I hope this is encouraging to you guys, and just to say that I know what it can feel like. I get how it can feel. I understand because I've lived it. I'm there even now sometimes when those moments come. But carnivore helps. Prayer and walking with God definitely helps. Some sort of activity, physical fitness, or ways to keep my mind occupied definitely helps. And I hope that this is encouraging to you. Feel free to comment, to get in touch with me if you have any questions, if you want to know any more, if you want to hear more about my personal experience or my story, please let me know. I love hearing from you guys. I hope you're all well. Thank you so much for your support and your kindness and your love and your attention. And again, God is amazing. He does love each and every one of us. Doesn't always feel like it sometimes, but just because it doesn't feel like it doesn't mean it's not true. Thank you so very much for all of your kindness and good words and your support. I think I said that, but thank you again for everything, you guys. I will see you soon in the next video. Take care. I'll talk to you then. Bye.